Vermont. So there's a little history. But Hope Zvara, good morning and welcome and Merry Christmas.
Good morning and Merry Christmas to everybody listening.
Jim was talking about a new tradition that he has kind of cranked up here for his family. And he cranked up the tradition of having, you guys on the program with us here this morning to say Merry Christmas. So I want to thank you for taking time out because you kind of, you guys are busy this week with family, huh?
Yeah, this is a great time of year to be busy because I feel like we're busy for the right reasons. And I wouldn't trade it for anything because you can just blink and family all of a sudden is gone for various reasons. So just really trying to enjoy these holidays.
Hope, what about your own Christmas? Go ahead, Jim.
I wanted to ask you this because you actually were previewing this over the break. You guys do basically a 3-day Christmas extravaganza, right? I mean, it's just like, break it down a little bit because I think all of our truckers are going to go, that sounds like a logistical nightmare and one worth the challenge.
A couple of years ago, my parents divorced, and so it made, kind of double duty. So we always have to do Christmas with my mom now, and my sister lives about 2 hours away. For those of you that drive through Wisconsin, she lives up New Lisbon area, so kind of Dells, central Wisconsin. So she comes down. So we kind of got to work around her because she's got kids and wants to be home on Christmas morning. So, I guess it's only fair that she's, able to do that. So yesterday, my mom came and my sisters all came together. I have 3 sisters, and we had Christmas, and it was wonderful. It was absolutely great. We do a little kids white elephant because all of the grandkids are old enough now to kind of understand what that was. So it was pretty hysterical seeing what kids brought for a white elephant. My nephew, who's 14, had a toaster. I don't know why he had a toaster in his closet, but he had a toaster. And so my 10-year-old niece got the toaster in the white elephant gift, and I kid you not, every one of these kids, there's 12 grandkids from 7 years old all the way to 16 years old, wanted that dang toaster. This 4-slice toaster. They wanted
Everybody
that
loves a
toaster.
toaster. You can't deny toast.
I know. So they all were like that. That was the white elephant gift of the night yesterday. And then today we're going to my dad's this morning, and I'm making a ham this morning to bring over there, and we'll do that and then go to church. And then afterwards, we also are going to be having Chinese food tonight at my mother-in-law's house. That's a lot smaller. It's just them and my brother who's my brother-in-law, I should say, my husband's brother, who is in the Marines. Currently, he's stationed in Australia for 3 years. He's an attaché for the U.S. government, and he is home for the holidays, which is great. He's been in the Marines for almost 20 years. And then tomorrow we're going to kick it off. Jimmy, I understand big families. My mother-in-law is from a family of 13, and so tomorrow on Christmas Day is the Palooza Christmas. It is where, just SHIT gets real. It is like, holy haddock, this is a family reunion. No, it's just Christmas.
Oh, man. I tell you what, we used to have my Uncle Jimmy, the judge, used to have a Christmas party that by the time it was over with, he actually had to recalibrate it because it had turned into a political party. Because everybody had figured out that, we had a couple of close friends who were political allies, and then their political allies, and then people who wanted to be their allies, and people who wanted jobs, contracts, and favors because they supported somebody in the first primary a decade ago, all started showing up. And my uncle turned to me and he said, "What?" He said, "Why don't I know half the people here? Because I really should if, in fact, it's my party." So it's kind of fun, too, how traditions kind of morph and move as well. It seems like yours has gotten bigger because the Paloozas, there's a point where when you get with a party Palooza, you start saying, maybe it's time we rethink this. Maybe it's time we get an Airbnb and just get off the grid for a second. I mean, that's a big thing, and you talk about that all the time, the idea of making a little space for yourself during Christmas, because a lot of our listeners, it gets so hectic for them that they need to kind of appreciate the times they have in the cab by themselves and maybe take a moment just to kind of, stretch, just a thought.
Yeah.
Just a thought.
Stretch, offer gratitude. This is a great time that it is easy, no matter where anybody's at in their lives, to kind of maybe see the stressful side or the, just maybe you didn't get handed the best deck of cards this last year, and it's easy to go down that path. And so I want to encourage everyone, including myself listening, to offer up a little gratitude. Find 10 things, and that might seem like a lot, but 10 things that you can be grateful for. People, places, things, situations, opportunities, whatever it is, even maybe some hardships that have taught you lessons and brought you opportunities that you wouldn't have otherwise had. That attitude of a gratitude really does go a long way. And I got to tell you, karma is real. So what you put out there is what you will get back.
Dave, I just wanted to kind of ask you, do you feel like you're getting back what you put out there this Christmas?
Oh, I think so. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. No one is useless in this world who lightens the burden of another.
Amen.
He's got that sitting. I think every day Dave puts out a little quote for himself to kind of remind himself what drives the show. Am I wrong in assuming that quote is there waiting for us?
That quote is sitting here waiting for you. It's under the lamp.
Hope, I know we're going to run out of time here, but we want to make sure that you have enough time to kind of tell all of our friends out there thank you and Merry Christmas to all of them. And sometimes we get so wrapped up in our own kind of conversations. My fault, not yours. You came on ready to give some shout-outs and some praises. I want to leave this moment for you.
Well, I just want to thank every single driver out there. We can't do what we do in this country without you, but I also just want to encourage every single one of you to recognize your purpose and recognize your value and your worth, and that just, I'm cheering for you. I'm cheering for you. Get out, move, breathe, stretch, pet your dog, whatever it is you got to do to remember that there is purpose for you, and I am cheering you on over here. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, happy New Year, and let's make 2025 the best year yet.
That sounds like a plan, Hope. That sounds like a definite plan. Thank you so much for spending a little time with us here this morning in your busy day. And I think you got a ham waiting for you.
I do. And I'd say stop over, but you're a little far. But I'll let you.
And the ham is here. The ham is here. I'm right here, guys. Don't act like I'm out in the room. Thank you very much, Hope. Bomb. Thank you, Hope. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
You young building and loan. Thank you, Hope Zvara. Thank you so much.
I like her take on gratitude. Lionel Hampton, the great vibraphonist, said, "Gratitude is when memory is stored in the heart and not in the mind."